Rolling.
Yo, No Credit Fam, what's good? Episode 3. We are here. We got a lot of movement going on, man. We got the agenda ready, steady for you. CP3 on the move, and a bunch of other individuals in the NBA on the move. Our free agency. We also got predictions for a draft, NBA draft. Top 5 NBA teams. We got Spurs, Hornets, Blazers, Houston, and Detroit. Top 5 picks. Also, we'll be touching on Zion and Ja, and potentially landing spots for them in the future. And then on to NFL, we have still also free agents. Frenzy still going on. And what else, fellas? Am I missing anything?
The rule change.
NFL clarifies gambling rules too as well. And that's really it for the NFL. But you got DC here checking it.
Boy Ali, AD in the building.
It's your boy Mike Lowry, man. We joined by a
Special guest.
Harlem's finest with the Philly hat.
It's me.
It's Sage on. What's up? It's good to be here with you guys, man.
Yes, well let's get it going.
Right.
Let's go. Let's get into it. I'm happy today's Wednesday because you know why? We could talk hours. What? CP traded. Well, hold on. Sorry, pardon me. Yes. CP officially traded to the Wizards, and Bradley Beal
Temporarily.
is in Phoenix
Right.
How we like this move right here?
Facts.
Well, let's grade it. Let's start with the Suns. Would you grade the trade for the Suns?
It's hard for me to give him a grade like right now because I feel like it's too early. I gotta see.
You wanna wait?
Yeah. Luckily, I'm glad they at least get a training camp before the season starts.
Okay.
But
Can we give the current Phoenix roster as it's constructed a grade though? Because that's an F.
I was gonna be nice to like a C minus.
You got. I mean, the trade itself, I think is cool, but you got $138 million
tied up to 3 players.
3 or 4 players.
And
it's gonna be a tough pile.
no bench. So right now, what I seen, no bench, bro. Like look, what I seen right now, projected for all the people they have under contract: Cameron Payne, Bradley Beal, Devin Booker, KD, and Ayton. Mm-hmm. That's the only people on contract right now.
Mellow.
Said Mellow.
They gonna be
back
balling
CP3 on the veteran minimum.
if you want to come back. But that roster, I'm not too happy about. But like, just to give people context, like. You shipped out Landry Shamet and Chris Paul for Bradley Beal and nothing else. They're probably gonna pick up a guy from the G League.
What?
Or do the draft.
Every trade that it's weird because every trade that the Suns made like this past year has been like big name trades, but like they kind of remind me of the Rams football in the sense of like they're gonna mortgage their entire future on the now. They are getting rid of everything for the now.
Yeah, because they got a new owner.
Bridges was nice. Cam, what's the name? Cam Johnson or whatever.
Yes.
He was nice. Like these guys are good, and you're basically gonna get rid of them for, I guess, older, proven versions of what. It's crazy.
Well, they didn't win now.
It's crazy.
They didn't win now.
They are.
So my question for you guys is: do you guys think with this addition of Bradley Beal to the Suns, are they right now your finals favorite, or
No, Denver still is. Because Denver's the juggernaut, so you gotta compare your roster to what Denver has out in the West because they are the NBA champs right now, and they're going to be the favorites going into next season. So
and they're set up for long-term
now,
success too.
this is a perfect segue going into our first question: what does the Phoenix Suns do with Ayton? Me per se, I try my best to keep Ayton in Phoenix. Why? Because you need a big body to, like I said, out in the West. You need a big man down low. So that's going to cause some records on defense and also be a big body on the boards on the offensive end, or both sides, defense and offense. And then, but it's tough because, like we just said, Phoenix need a bench, and somebody has to go. And the only the only scapegoat is Ayton, and if Phoenix got to pull that plug, that'll be the move, and you just got to find the complementary parts.
he got like an okay contract because Indiana matched it. Where I'm going with this, I'm flipping him because that's the only asset I really got.
Okay.
We have no other bench. I'm guaranteed there's still DeMarcus Cousins who's playing in Puerto Rico. Could sign him to a Batman move. Andre Drummond, get a big.
You still got
Dwight Howard somewhere out there. I'm just saying, JaVale, you can go get a big.
Dream, bro. Let go of the dream.
No. You need a guy to be there. They need a big body.
I get what you're saying.
The Suns are gonna get Montrezl Harrell, man. I can see that.
Probably.
They gonna get.
Oh my god.
Probably.
Yeah.
But like,
I don't think that's not gonna work, bro.
I just think they
You
have.
need a bench. You
You
definitely
need a bench.
The only flexible asset right now is.
In Payne, Cameron Payne.
No, he's not. You're not getting much with Cameron Payne. But I just think right now,
you
you're not.
get some chicken nuggets and some sauce for Cameron.
Come on, if you trade to McDonald's, what? you're not trading KD. You definitely not trading Devin Booker. Like,
Yeah.
He's untouchable.
and so the only guy that
Now
can
you
really
got Bill.
flip has got to be Ayton. So I mean,
How you feel?
I mean, that 2021 roster right now is completely blown up, right?
Oh, yeah.
Monty Williams is gone. Jay Crowder never came back to training camp. Mikal Bridges gone. Cam Johnson gone. The only players you have left is Book and really Ayton and campaign. So, first of all, kudos to KD. I mean, he definitely has the pull because he just dismantled Brooklyn, made them get Kyrie and Harden, and then he goes to Phoenix, and now he trades Chris Paul, who we thought, a lot of people thought the Suns were going to keep Chris Paul and let him retire as a Sun. He really unlocked that team. I don't really know. The original question, I'll give this trade like a B+. You know what I mean? I think that Bradley Beal is a very talented scorer, but as you know, defense wins championships. So they could have three guys that could score the ball, the same thing that KD had in Brooklyn, but you need somebody to protect the paint that's going to play defense. I never knew Booker as being a good defender. I don't think Beal, I would say he's an average defender. They're going to have to make a lot of moves.
That's the
Oh,
question.
they're
That's,
to make
that's
a lot
the
of
top
moves.
question.
I don't think
Need
this
to
is
play
the
defense.
set roster.
Yeah.
I think
you're gonna have to flip Ayton for something.
DeAndre Ayton is definitely being traded tomorrow, or they're going to take some calls on him.
I don't think he's leaving. Me personally, I don't think he's leaving.
But like, how you gonna rely on veteran minimum contracts? Like, they gotta get
mean,
some young legs in there too.
Honestly, like young legs, but at the same time, there's gonna be a lot of available like free agents, a lot of like lower level guys. I think I personally think that the Suns wouldn't do something like this if they didn't have somebody in place. And I think that with a new coaching staff as well, like I think that coach is gonna go and they're gonna find as many veterans as possible to like fill up their rank. Like, no offense, but like I could see D Rose on the Suns. Like it sounds crazy, but D Rose is not gonna be on the Knicks any longer. He's a serviceable backup.
Right.
He can get you some buckets. Veteran minimum for D Rose.
So you think they plotting on the veterans that won a championship run?
Yes, I think.
But that formula has blown up.
It has blown up, but
like it's a new NBA right now, bro.
You've never seen it with this rock. That's my thing though. Like when these dudes,
I know, but we have a perfect example of that.
What?
When the retirement home joined up in LA.
The retirement home?
The retirement home when they had all the vets come to LA with LeBron and AD. And they thought they were gonna get everybody to do it. And then they ended up flopping the hardest. I understand you have KD and D Book.
KD, D Book, Bradley Beal, and Ayton. And I might shit on Ayton, but like I think he's like a top 10.
He's more offensive minded.
You know, I
don't really think they need. I think they need a big man like Robert Williams that like, look, we need you for the rebounds. We need you for the boards.
Dirty work.
Hustle. Like you said off camera, like a guy like PJ Tucker fit perfectly in that because he knows his role, play defense.
You know what? I think a team like the Clippers that got a shit ton of like wings, like 3-and-D kind of guys. Like
yeah, definitely.
A couple of those guys. A couple of those guys are not going to be on that team, and the Suns are going to say, "Bet." Like,
I'm sure if they're looking for a championship, they're definitely
sign. So KD could also recruit some guys from Brooklyn.
I mean, that is always a great motivator. Remember all them guys that was like bandwagoning with Golden State, David West and all these other dudes, Marquise Speaks.
I mean, they were there before he got there.
Yeah, true. But
they need that kind of.
They need that.
So where does Ayton go? I think. Well, we got to figure out the next question. We had a big discussion about this before on air.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, where do you guys think
win the sweepstakes of CP?
It's up to him.
Disgusting.
So where do y'all think CP will land? He's officially gave him the boot out of Phoenix.
I feel like the Wizards are gonna buy him out. Or
yeah, I think
absolutely, especially with KP going away today.
Right, and where he at now? Kyle Kuzma left as well.
Wait, where's Kuzma at?
He's a free agent.
We're gonna get that out.
All right, so let's update it. Let's update it. KP is now in Boston.
Okay. Breaking news today.
Breaking news, yes.
That was today. CP
Roach bomb.
more than likely gonna get bought out by the Wizards. Where do we see CP landed?
Right.
Where's a good fit, fam?
Yeah, I know Washington. I think Boston.
Right. But okay, and Boston just let go of Brogdon.
They traded Brogdon to the Clippers in the KP trade.
Yes.
I just think now you're not asking him to do much, in my opinion.
Because you got Jaylen Brown and you have Tatum there.
Right. With the Wizards buying him out,
yes.
his next contract after this, max $10 million. probably for 1 year.
Okay.
And I just
He
think
should not get more than that.
with that, on defense, you can take him out because you have a former defensive player of the year in Marcus Smart.
Yes.
One of the great defensive guards in the league right now, Derek White. So in defense, you could definitely just either hide him or you could just take him out and play two defensive guards.
Okay.
Offensively, I think like in the clutch, I think we've seen. I got enough sample size between the year before and then this year with Boston that JT and JB both need somebody to create for them. Put him in a pick and roll. Like let's say, hey, for example, now Al Horford or Robbie Williams. Let's get a quick pick and roll.
And put them on the wing.
Put them on the wings. Oh, I'm gonna get you that ISO. Now you work. Because, you know, we were telling those guys who I think just bona fide scorers to also be playmakers. And that's not them. That's why, you know, they're having shitty games to turn the ball over because their skill set is to put the ball in the basket and go about their business. You finally get that, and you can have it in spurts. Like, you don't need to play Chris Paul 82 games. You can play him maybe, max 60?
If his body can make it.
If his body can make it. But like I said, I feel like in this case it does because they have enough bodies. Like, we're not asking you to do a lot. Come off the bench. Do what you gotta do. If you hurt, we'll probably preserve you throughout the whole season. But chill for the most of the season. We got Derek White and Marcus Smart. And then if they keep playing Pritchard, I think he wants out.
Yeah, he wants out.
So I just think, you know, point guards do really good. Real point guards, nothing against Marcus Smart, but actual point guards that look to facilitate and run the offense are always successful in Boston.
Okay.
I see him going two places. I see him either going back to the Clippers because I feel like Ty Lue will put a plan together. They have a good enough guard defense with like PG, Kawhi, and Terrence Mann where they can hide him. He's familiar with the Clippers. He got some unfinished business there. If he doesn't go back to the Clippers, I could see him going back to New Orleans for like a homecoming. They could use a solid veteran point guard.
I didn't think about that.
You know, I know you guys like Alvarado. Still not too sold on him.
CJ's their point guard.
But but that's not his natural position. I think you put Chris Paul in that starting lineup, depending on what they do with Zion. I would start him. Yeah, he's still a starter. He's still a starter. You know what I'm saying? I'm not playing him. I'm not playing him for an extended period of time, but he could start on the Pelicans, bro.
I'm not starting.
So if you send him to Boston, you're not starting?
No.
You got him coming off the bench?
Bring him to Spurs, bro. Both those guys.
I would feel more comfortable bringing him off the bench in that system because they got Tatum and Brown, but I don't think Chris Paul is going to take a back seat to like Alvarado or Herb
Forget
Jones.
Alvarado. He has to understand it because I have too many ball handlers already in my starting lineup. Let's say if Zion's healthy, you got Zion in there, Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum.
But wouldn't that be less pressure on CP? So like now he doesn't have to do 1,000,001 things, and he could just be the general that he is. Because you're at this point in his career, right? You're not picking him up to dunk, right? You're picking him up for the IQ,
not to lead the break,
for the veteran savviness, kind of like what Kyle Lowry does on the Heat, right? I'm not saying you got to start him a ton of games, but I think that group will be the closest he can get to being in that OKC position where he got a lot of young guys that just play hard. Right. If he goes into a veteran situation, the same thing that happened in Phoenix is going to happen then. They're going to look at him like, bro, you're not playing as hard as me, and you're only 2 years older than me. Right. If he goes with young guys like B.I., Zion, Herb Jones, easier to lead them. And I feel like
he has a respect.
Willie Green is close to him as well, so I feel like they'll figure that out as well.
I feel like he has a respect though. Most of those guys in Boston are young. They will respect at least his veteranship.
Can I have a hot take?
Yeah, go ahead.
My hot take is that Chris Paul is going to get bought out from Washington. He's going to be a free agent. He's going to sign with the San Antonio Spurs. No. Watch. It sounds crazy, right? Yeah. But watch this, right? CP3 on the Spurs, right? Imagine having him as your starter or backup point guard on a team of young guys with Victor, because everybody loves Victor, right? He's the perfect type of player that you would want with Victor. He's coachable, respects Pop. All the guys on that team is young, and their starting point guard is Trey Jones. That is a
so
possibility.
He basically just. When he make that move, he's not going for a championship. He's going for the love of the game.
I don't think Chris Paul is ring chasing as hard as like
KD right
now.
Bro,
how much time is on the clock for this man?
I think it's honestly, I think Chris Paul watching Melo like end his career without getting a chip. It's like honestly, and they all boys. I don't think Chris Paul is as motivated by the chip. I think he wants to play great basketball. I just think he wants to play basketball.
I get that. I feel like you have the opportunity and win the chips at the right location.
Him and Victor on the Spurs.
We also can't.
What they gonna do though? Like win like 28 games?
And not even that. You want to go court. They want to play quickly.
Quickly, but also if you have a veteran who could like ease the tempo of the team, you got Chris Paul who's perfect pick and roll with somebody like Victor. You could take the pressure
But
off.
Trey been in that system though. You understand it? Trey Jones has been in that system.
Trey Jones has been in that system, but Trey Jones is also 21. So we're talking about all of this veteran experience. If you're willing to take a veteran like Chris Paul and say, hey, we want you to play in San Antonio your last year or two in the league because we know you're not staying for too long, and you already been like a kind of player coach anyway. You retire, he start working on the Greg Popovich coaching staff. In 4 years, he's the head coach for the Knicks.
Into the Knicks.
This man got his whole career planned out.
I also want to add, I forgot. I don't know if you went.
Wait.
Something that could affect this free agency. When you mentioned the Clippers, I instantly thought about Russell Westbrook. What are they gonna do in that case? I think they all high on Westbrook coming back to the Clippers than CP.
You get both.
What? You crazy?
Yeah. First team all trash.
Right. Nah, just go ahead, bro.
No, and
that was a crazy tangent, by the way.
Yeah. He said crazy. He started off crazy.
We'll see how it goes.
All right, future for CP, where I want to see CP. Oh, to go off you with the Clippers, I'm here. I saw reports of the Clippers want to reportedly split up PG and Kawhi.
They wouldn't.
And I'm assuming PG may be out of there, and they keep Kawhi, and maybe potentially to go get CP. But honestly, I'm playing devil's advocate, and I'm gonna say that I think CP is done. Like I think
like a good neighbor.
I think his championship window is shut.
So like he gonna
done.
hang it up.
Yo, what does it mean when LeBron doesn't want to play? LeBron has played with everybody else.
You can't say that.
No. So I feel like
LeBron basically play the same position.
Yeah, like that would not be a
LeBron
good
is
fit.
like, not here, buddy.
now in the right system, I'm thinking from CP's mind, he wants to start. I don't think he's ready to take on that bench role.
I've been telling y'all.
I think he's gonna start. I think he wants to start. So if he goes, I like Boston. That's a great take. I do like. I really don't like the Clippers situation. I don't agree with that.
Doesn't work out.
Now also, I do like the Pelicans to return back home.
And
then hang it up.
Yeah. Cause like, bro, at this point is either you gonna do what Say John said and go play with a bunch of young guys and just live it for the love of the game. I love the game. I love the hustle. Or you going for that championship. And I feel like the last couple years of Phoenix, he's been going for a championship. And his body just
was he
shut
going
down.
for a championship?
Yes.
Phoenix?
Bro, they made it to
Bro,
the
he touched the finals, bro.
No, I get that,
And
but
then
like,
he went bye.
I always wonder with Chris Paul, like, is Chris Paul like wanting to go to these teams, or is he just getting traded? You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I never heard Chris Paul say like,
he wanted to
I
go
want to go.
He wanted to play with Book.
The report about Michael Wilbon, I remember him saying this. Chris Paul inquired him like how was Arizona, like how was Scottsdale.
Yeah.
And that was his plan. He knew he was gonna go to Phoenix.
Yeah, he wanted that. So he got 3 years, bro. 2 years basically. They gave him the bag. I know they regret it. But now
I don't think they regret it.
And
they
to
got
move
to the
on
finals.
to Bradley Beal is not a bad pick me up.
That's
now,
a
how that's
finesse.
gonna work though?
Yeah, that's a
I don't
finesse.
know.
You turn basically $10 into
How's that gonna work?
150 magically.
Hey, bench. But
So
hey,
was
no
Chris
Fred
Paul for
fan.
Bradley Beal?
Yeah, no Fred fan.
Yeah,
Where do you think CP's gonna land? Let us know in the comments. But let's move on to other notable movements. Like we said earlier, Boston got Porzingis. Clippers added Brogdon and Marcus Morris to Washington. How do y'all feel about Porzingis going to Boston?
Not to me. I thought of. I don't like the fit. I just don't get the fit. They already got 2 bigs already.
I don't like the fit either.
I just don't get the fit.
I said earlier, it helps them. It helps.
I think yes. I think it spreads the floor offensively. He is somewhat of a. I'm gonna look at his percentages. He does have a little jump shot still, but defensively, I don't.
Perimeter wise, he's a liability.
That's exactly how you took the word.
Yeah, pick and roll defense is gonna be his downfall.
Yeah, so why go after Porzingis? I don't know. Maybe they move him later in the season next year.
Nah,
But I don't like KP. I don't like that move.
I think. I mean, for Boston's look, right? They tried. Who did they pick up from OKC? Muscala. That didn't work. Danilo Gallinari was supposed to be that final piece, right? But he tore his ACL last summer.
Blew up his knee.
I think they stretch. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the guys that they had at that position compared to KP are nowhere near his level. Now with the fit, do you run him with Robert Williams or do you run him with Horford? Because we all know that they cannot play all 3 of them at one time.
I think they pick him up for a situation.
Right. He's an upgrade. I think he's gonna start, but he's an upgrade basically. If Horford were,
What do you mean?
if Horford were to retire, He's gonna play the same role that Al Horford
and
has.
all those open looks that Al got
23.
in the playoffs, he
That would
definitely
be
could
KP.
make.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good move. Like,
I mean, y'all slowly convincing me now to try to think about it because I'm just thinking if Al Horford's off the roster and you put in KP, it's just a younger version of Al, but just much taller. He's definitely he should contest shots at the rim. I just think
his specialty.
Yeah, I just think even Al Horford, when you put Al Horford in the pick and roll, that ISO, it's a challenge. You're telling a 38-year-old to guard up.
I think KP could do it. I think the Mavericks made a mistake by moving off of him.
This last season, because this man averaged 10 points. So, what's his face? Horford averaged 9.8 points, 1 block. What is it? 0.5 steal, 3.3 assists, and 8 rebounds a game, which is not. And on top of that too, he's 37.
That's a bad game for KP.
I just want to pause you right now. So I know you're gonna list off KP's stats, but you gotta remember Al Horford
He's not the primary.
He's not the primary.
Mm-hmm.
KP is technically the primary on Washington.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So of course those numbers are gonna be
All right. So
Behind Bill.
Let's look at the percentages. The percentages, right?
Yeah.
He shot 36. He shot this year. He shot. Oh damn! He was shooting.
I'm looking at 38.5%.
Yeah. He was shooting this. I can't lie. He was shooting this past year.
So 38.5% from 3, and then field goal percentage 29.8. 8.4 rebounds.
Who you talking about? Porzingis?
Yes.
How many blocks?
Just expect
How
that.
many blocks? It doesn't say.
I'm just saying, expect those numbers to be really changed dramatically.
I would say dramatically.
He's not gonna get the same shots that he was getting in Washington.
But the thing is,
he could get a lot of
Horford,
But he's not gonna get the same numbers.
Horford and Porzingis started the same amount of games.
Yeah.
They damn near played the same amount of minutes. Right? Porzingis
Porzingis
gave
is
you
more
10
efficient.
more points.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He shot at a higher clip, and he's 10 years younger. That is a great move because even if you get rid of Horford and you play a double big lineup, you still have Porzingis who could space the floor
what I'm saying, like,
and still rebound and
Is this
block.
Karl
asking him to be
Is
a
this
top
Karl
two.
Towns and Gobert of the East?
No, they're better.
No,
they're
absolutely
better.
not.
They're way better.
No way.
They're way better.
Robert Williams is way better than Gobert, bro.
I'm just
Porzingis. I'll take Porzingis over Cat.
I'm just making a comparison here.
I'll take
No way.
Porzingis over Julius Randle right now.
That's a great comparison.
That's not, bro. That's
a terrible comparison.
Because look, the
You don't know
Timberwolves, who do they have? They have Ant and who else? That's it.
Yeah.
Bro, we talking about Brown and Tatum.
I'm talking about a front court. I'm just matching the front courts.
I'm thinking in my head.
You got two stretch wings,
logically,
two stretch centers.
if they had Porzingis against Miami, they could have won that series, bro.
For sure. Al Horford was
Bam
getting
don't got no
barbecued at
moves,
times,
bro. Like Bam he's going with straight force.
And if we're talking about that series, I feel like their issue was a lack of creation, a lack of just a facilitator.
they can get rebounds.
But bro,
like they got out rebounded.
When it comes to the lack of creation, like Say John said, you giving the ball to Al Horford on an ISO on the block at 37. That just don't sound like they didn't have a big man that they could throw the ball to
and just dominate them.
let them get
What about a guard that could put them in the right spot though?
So you
They
think
have that. They have
Jalen-
Derek White. They have Marcus Smart.
They don't have a guard that can do that.
They're combo guards.
No,
No,
they're
and I don't want a pure
That
point guard.
is an aspect of
Why?
the offense that they're
Because
missing.
you need because Jaylen Brown had how many
You also
turnovers
need a
in
big
game 7?
man, bro. You need a big
Boston
man.
needed.
They have two.
No, they need
five big men.
But none of them
I
have
saw
an
what I
offensive
said.
skill set like KP.
We don't want that. We have
Listen,
two.
listen.
We have two
What I
all-NBA
want
players on our roster.
They got two
Forget
players
scoring.
playing one person, right? They got two halves of one player. Robert Williams great on defense. Al Horford great on offense, and they balance each other
I
out.
would have said
That's what
Al
I'm
Horford's
saying.
great on.
But he's better on offense. He's gonna stretch. He's gonna shoot threes. But like at the same time, that lineup isn't made for success. Like
That's
you
what I'm
can't
saying.
do that.
You could run KP and Rob Williams, bro.
For sure, stretch the floor, and you can't
That's
drive and score on them at all.
And then we just talked about like Aaron Gordon, Wiggins. These guys were supposed to be the number one option. Now KP's going to a situation like, I don't have to put up 27 to win. I could get 13 and 10 boards.
and give me a couple easy touches,
They
and
should-
he gets to play the 4.
And that's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, that's just a true position. But I mean,
I don't like it.
Minnesota to the East.
But like, what was Malcolm Brogdon gonna do? Like
Like I said, they need a pure point guard. Malcolm was he was about his scoring. I'm gonna come in there and put some buckets up.
I was surprised about Brogdon and perfect.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset
how
they
y'all
don't
feel
want
about
Perfect
Marcus
segue.
Morris?
No, that's it on Brogdon. How do you feel about Brogdon getting out of there and going to the Clippers?
great addition for the Clippers. Great addition.
I hate it, low-key.
Why?
Because I feel like
Bye Westbrook. That's all. That's
not even like the Clippers. Why do you have Eric Gordon? Is Eric Gordon gone? Is Norman Powell gone?
Bench.
It's like
It's your bench.
you just
Shit,
They won
He
like
fits that team though.
He fits the team, but I'm just like, there's like so many
guys that do the same
guys
thing.
that do
It's
the
funny.
same.
He's like a combination of Powell and Gordon.
Yeah.
They have a lot of guys do the same thing.
Yeah.
Like I'm like,
And
what
then
the
they also got Terrence Mann. Like I feel like for them, they're trying to just figure out who that lead point guard could be.
Yeah.
You know?
Respectfully, to me, the Clippers became how I view Orlando. They got a whole bunch of talent. They have
The Magic?
They have a whole bunch of
He
talent.
just violated.
They have a whole bunch of talent, and really, it's all over the place. If that makes sense.
I would say the Clippers are kind of like Atlanta.
What?
Like it's either they go deep into the playoffs,
Yeah.
or they just like lose in the first round on some dumb
and they
stuff.
wing heavy too.
I just
they
think-
they
like I'm
love
saying,
yeah,
certain type
yeah,
of
they
players.
just
That's what I'm
like
saying.
certain
They
They
like
have all this talent.
6 to like 6'8" guys that could shoot and play defense.
At one point, Orlando looked at just like that. They have all these guys.
I mean, this Magic?
Previously.
It's about Hito Turkoglu.
No. Before
Dwight-
Bankero got there.
You talking about like
Hell.
Tracy McGrady?
Relax. Before Bankero got there, they had a whole logjam of wings and
And they was ass.
That's
But that's why they had a logjam, because they were just trying to find whoever could unmess up the situation.
I
But the Clippers
the
are
Clippers.
ass. They just hurt.
The Clippers is.
But like you just said,
I
they're
love
trying
the
to
season.
find somebody to solve their problems. How many of the same players did he have in that same roster?
I know who's not gonna be there. CP3.
Yeah. What about Marcus Morris to Washington?
Buyout.
Buyout.
Buyout, and he's going to Phoenix. He's gonna get bought out, and he's gonna. If you get bought out and you can go anywhere, would you not want to go to Phoenix?
No.
Golden State.
Why? I'll go to Phoenix. Because I know Phoenix need a bench anyway.
Lakers.
And they're gonna let me shoot my
You know where I'm
shots.
going?
Where?
Denver.
They don't. Denver ain't gonna take
You
more.
want to take Jeff Green place?
Absolutely.
They,
But I think it's a perfect segue.
You gotta think though.
That's
That's
a
a
perfect
perfect
segue.
career. That's what they're gonna be.
Ooh, yeah, no, I think it's a perfect segue to talk about Denver and their free agency.
And Bruce Brown.
Yeah, they just lost a big one.
Brucey.
So we're gonna talk about notable free agents
You jack Bruce Brown.
before the draft.
I don't like when people say you jack anybody.
It's a Philly thing.
Don't do that.
My fault.
Don't do that.
Yo, Bo.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Who you liking, Bo? Who you liking,
So hold on,
Bo?
real good. Just back to it.
Bo,
A couple
Bo.
free
Nigga from
agents.
Jersey.
I'm not from
Big Jersey. Big Jersey.
A couple free agents.
Jersey up.
A couple free agents opt out. Notable names: Bruce Brown.
Bruce Brown.
He walked away from what, 7, 8 million?
He got a little contract, bro.
Yeah.
Kyle Kuzma walked away from 13 million from Washington. I'm walking away from
That was underpaid.
yeah.
Super
You
underpaid.
need to suit him.
But he's looking for 30 per year. Fred VanVleet left
Does he
22.
deserve that?
We're gonna discuss that in a second.
Didn't Jordan Clarkson leave too? Or isn't he a free agent?
No, I don't think so. I didn't see that.
I hope so. I would say need him on
Kuzma's
the
looking for
Knicks.
30 M's.
He's looking for 30 reportedly, but you know, people just put out things to kind of ruin names. Fred VanVleet, I think he walked away from 22.
Philly.
And then last but not least, Draymond Green walked away from 27 M's.
What you think Draymond
On
gave?
the word. That's what we're about to talk about. So which guy?
I'm gonna just sit out.
Yo,
and
where the
talk
Lobos
because
at? Where the
last
Lobos
time
at?
I was here,
Alright,
I
where
got
the
to talk
Lobos at,
shop about
DC?
you, Cho.
Yo,
Alright, who's the first?
Who got the Lobos?
Alright, question.
Let's talk Bruce Brown.
That's
Brucey.
I was gonna say I want to frame this. Who
What's
do
up?
you think is gonna make the most impact? I guess out of whatever free agent, like if it's not listed here, but what free agent do you think is
I
gonna
gotta
make
look up the
the
list.
most impact
Yeah,
on
look
the
at
team?
the list.
Right now, they got Kyrie, but I think he's going back to Brooklyn.
All right, so question, fellas. What do y'all think?
I think he's going back to Dallas.
Oh, huh?
Who do y'all see picking up Bruce Brown though? Like for real, because he proved his contract. He proved his worth.
Right now, I'm not sure if he's gonna go for the bread or for another championship. Cause like, I'm a little bit torn right now. So just a list of a couple names I missed. So it's Kyrie, James
This
Harden.
list is crazy.
We already said Fred. KP already got picked up. Dante DiVincenzo, Kobe White,
So
Cam Johnson technically is a free agent.
You want that to go.
D'Lo is a free agent.
he's going to the Sixers.
Wandon Tigers.
He's going to the Sixers. Bruce Brown is going to the Sixers.
You said Bruce Brown to the Sixers?
Yeah.
I can see Bruce
Yo,
Brown going to the Warriors. Bro.
Honestly, isn't DiVincenzo or whatever?
He's a free agent.
He's a free agent too.
They should bring him to them.
Who?
DiVincenzo.
Yeah, him and Braun could be whiteout.
Nah, Bruce Brown to the Sixers because Tobias Harris is gone.
So
Got it. We don't discriminate.
I'm not. I'm saying
We
that
don't
could be a tag team name.
All right, so back to Bruce though. So
Yeah.
you said
The Sixers.
Sixers.
Yeah.
Where do you think Bruce gonna go?
I like Golden State. He
Golden
replaces
DiVincenzo.
I feel like he could replace what's his name, Gary Payton.
Yes, thank you.
I would keep Darren Payton.
Nah,
What?
I think he's gonna get paid way
He's
more.
gonna get paid
and
a lot of money.
I don't
He's not
think
taking
he's not taking
Also,
a pay
like,
cut to play
the
with him.
team is.
He's taking
perfect.
a high-profile bench role, like 6 man.
Golden State is good. Dallas.
What about the
They got
Sixers?
too many guards.
Too
many guards.
The Sixers,
many
bro.
Too many guards. They got too many. From Hardy,
But
Josh
I'm not saying they're not gonna play him like a guard, bro. They're gonna play him like a 3.
I would not.
Like he's small, but
He played big.
he played.
You don't need no.
No. Bruce Brown gonna make some money.
Dallas and go to State.
I can see him.
Sixers definitely not going to stay. Why would you say?
But they got what's his
But
name?
he's looking for money. And
Sixers don't got no money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yes, they do.
They don't.
They're getting rid of Tobias Harris.
No, they not. That shit.
No, they are. Like,
I saw reports.
This is Northside's finest over there.
yo, this nigga over here crazy.
This is
bro.
exclusive
He
workers right here.
podcast.
Nah,
He work
not
for
at all. But
Comcast.
like, Tobias Harris is a bum, so he's
I
getting
can
out
see
of
on
it.
the
Bro,
roster.
take that hat off, bro.
You know I ain't get a cut. Why this nigga be playing me for? Got me cussing all over your podcast.
Nah, listen. I don't think Philly has enough money.
Why Philly though?
Why?
They already got the Anthony Melton. They got Shake Milton. They got Max.
Because they got two niggas with the same sounding last name. That's why. And I don't know which one of them is nice. That's why they
I do agree with you. Somebody go highball him and give him like a crazy contract.
I'm thinking Detroit.
Respectfully though. That's when he started, right? He started in Detroit.
I'm thinking
Nah,
Detroit.
I'm thinking either go to State or Dallas, bro.
Nah.
Yo.
He has to get paid, bro.
What about Toronto?
Maybe.
No, because if Toronto loses Van Vleet, then they need a guard.
It depends on what Toronto is doing because there's rumors that they about to move on from Siakam. They already lost their coach.
I don't know if they're doing a fire sale or not.
Maybe even Brooklyn.
Hell no.
Brooklyn.
Because Brooklyn got a little nice setup
He
already.
gonna get trauma.
You bring him back to Brooklyn?
He gonna get trauma from guarding Giannis, bro. When Steve Nash move out there.
Maybe that drunk stuff.
Alright, let's move on. Let's move on to the next
Kyle
next name.
Kuzma, man. If he was never asking for a lot of bread, you know what I was gonna say?
Yeah.
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah, he definitely could fit into that system because they
He
just
was
gonna
never
run.
asking for a lot of bread.
Yeah, they just gonna
I
run.
think Phoenix will work out definitely well.
But he's looking for the bag now, right?
30 M per.
30 M.
Reported. I don't know if that's somebody trying to put that on the air to like kind of diminish his value or something like that. But Dallas.
Who?
I like Kuzma in Dallas.
I feel like he played too close to Christian Wood, bro. Like he's slightly better than Christian Wood, but I still would take Wood because he's taller.
I think defensively. Now they said
Pause.
They said they don't.
Pause.
They said they
He
don't.
said
want,
I'm gonna take Wood because it's taller. That's
I
not
know,
crazy.
bro. They said they don't want Christian back though.
Get your mind out the gutter.
They said they don't want him back though.
They don't want Christian Wood.
No.
C Wood, is that better?
Hey yo.
I'm not trying to see
But,
that either. But honestly, like
Yo, what the fuck?
he said, yo, what's up with this man?
Yo.
They said see what? Yo, what's up?
Poland.
He trying to. Okay, if he wants money.
If he wants money, like, and Poland is gonna do whatever to keep Dame right now. Like,
Trailblazers?
yeah.
They already got Jeremy Grant though.
Minnesota?
He just said Portland.
I said
I
Poland.
said Minnesota.
Oh, he said
No,
Minnesota?
Jeremy Grant is. No, you're saying a totally different team, right?
Yeah, I'm saying Minnesota Timberwolves.
Nah, I see him Sacramento.
Nah, Keegan Murray's there. And I heard they wanted. It was reported that the Wizards wanted Keegan Murray for Bradley Beal, but they was like, nah, after
Hell nah. It's too much of what I said.
After that.
Well, Kuz gonna get his money.
We
How about
both-
you, DC? What do you
He's
think
gonna
Kuz?
get big bread.
Toronto? He might go to Toronto. They like tall wings. They like his size. And guys like that.
Especially if they get rid of Siakam, because he's gonna.
They're gonna sell Kuzma and OG Anunoby.
Alright, Bruce Brown. I didn't get my take on Bruce
What do
Brown.
you think?
Bruce Brown could go to the Pelicans. Pelicans.
They would pay a nigga like that.
But they got a roster already though.
They would pay a player
They got
like
a roster already though. They got like guys already.
that. But the guard position, they got no defenders.
I would get which hole out of there.
Who?
GTA.
Alvarado?
Yeah. And put it.
He got hurt, man. Yeah,
I thought
that's
Brown better than him.
That's
Wait,
New York's finest.
you take Brown in New Orleans?
Yeah. He said he flipping. He get rid of it.
I would
Honestly,
flip
that ain't bad,
GTA and go get Brown. And if Pelicans have the money to afford Brown, I'll go get him.
Cause he walked away from about 7 to 8 million.
And plug him into that rotation with CJ
Facts.
and what you call it, and Ingram. But Kuz.
Time for the money.
Yeah, I'm looking at the.
Is he on his way back to LA?
It ain't
think?
too bad.
What?
It says right now, like
Is Kuz on his way back to LA?
Houston, Indiana, San Antonio.
Come to the winning team.
Lakers don't got no money.
Is Kuz on his way back to LA?
No,
Make it
they
rain.
don't got no money.
Well, so he could be in the shop.
Make it
Do they make moves to go get Kuz?
They don't
Hell,
got no money. Think
there's
about
no
it.
move
They
to
want to
make.
keep Osh Reeves, Ryu Hachimura. Who
Oh
else?
yeah.
Who else?
And Lonnie,
Lonnie.
the fourth.
They got no money.
What's happening with D'Lo though?
Wandon Tigers.
They go. They sold. He messed up. He's gone.
He played at Waka.
You gotta think about
Waka at 6.
Well, you don't play well. That's
playing at
gone.
Dykeman.
You're gone. They gonna happen to Danny Green. He had that one bad series.
Get the hell out of there. To Matthew Dellavedova. Got him out of there.
Matter of fact, a better fit. Kuz to Dallas.
I like Dallas.
Kuz to Dallas.
Yeah.
Kuzma to Dallas. Like
Luka's
that's
gonna yell at him, bro.
just more of a fit.
Nah, I think Luka gonna put him in a great spot to really succeed.
And like I said, I think Kyrie stays in Dallas too as well.
He just want a bag. I think if you pay him enough, he doesn't care.
I mean, the Kings
I can see him in Houston.
bag.
I can see him in Houston.
Yeah, but they got good. They
What
got somebody at
about,
your position.
what about Utah?
And you got to play with the
Lowry.
That's where he went to college too.
Yeah,
so.
good.
Forever and Vleet.
I like Philly.
Philly.
Nick
Philly?
Nurse. Yeah, I think it was
It's like the
consensus.
unwritten. That's like the unwritten.
Even if James Harden stays, because isn't all of this like depending on what Harden does?
He's a domino. But I heard reports he's likely to come back.
Yeah,
so
so if
I
he
heard
comes
he's
back-
likely to come back.
Oh, to Philly.
Yo, honestly, if he comes back, and I know y'all sound biased, but if he comes back, I definitely see Tobias Harris leaving,
I got a question for you.
and then he's gonna stay.
Who would y'all rather play for, Nick Nurse or Udoka?
Nick Nurse,
I got a
'cause
coach
he
that.
ain't gonna try to steal my whole.
Because that's, I know that's not
Let
what
it
it's
go.
coming down to.
Let it go.
I think he may.
Yeah.
I'll take
Ime.
him. I'll take
I'll take
him.
him.
It just depends on how quickly you can turn that roster around. Like if Harden is willing to be the mentor, which I don't.
Oh no, Carter can stay in Philly. Give me Fred VanVleet.
How old is Van Vliet?
He's up there. He's
20.
undrafted. He's undrafted.
I think it's like 28 or 29.
He's
He ain't
undrafted.
30 yet. He's not 30 yet.
I would take Fred over James Harden right now.
For
Reason being,
Van Vliet is 29.
yeah. Reason being, just to not to say Harden didn't come from humble beginnings, but like Fred was undrafted. He had to prove himself,
Yeah.
get on the roster, show that he could start and actually win a championship. Like it's
I
crazy
mean-
to say. He has a chip over James Harden.
My bad. I ain't into it.
Oh, pick Miami.
I was literally
If-
about to say that. I was literally about to say that.
Dame does not go to
He's out.
Miami.
Pick up Fred.
Vliet.
I can see it.
Yo,
I
you
can
read
see
my
it.
mind because
I
they
can
definitely
see it.
they
Nah,
get rid of
I
Kyle
can
Lowry
see it.
for
I
sure.
can see it. I can see
Fat
it.
Lowry.
Kyle Lowry out here.
You telling me right now Fred VanVleet gonna take Kyle Lowry's job again?
I mean,
Yes.
he gonna put
Yes.
that though, bro. You put him under the wing. You put him under the
So you gonna take my job again?
That's the rule.
You took my job. He took my job the first time, and you gonna do it again.
And
My bad, Lowry. My bad.
These reports about Bam and Portland.
Oh, that's fake.
That's all fake.
That's
All right,
fake.
cool.
Yeah, Van
Because I was about to say, why they blow up that band for? They need like one or
They
two more
miss-
pieces.
I think they misunderstood what Dame said. He'll like to play with Bam. That means he wants to get traded to Miami. Not Bam comes to Portland.
I think what Miami needs, they need a good point guard, and I think they need an actual center.
I would take Van Vliet if I was Miami.
Yeah,
for
nah,
sure.
yeah, I like that.
For sure.
I was
like-
thinking about
I
that.
feel
That's
like
a good
Dame
fit.
is priority now. Go get Dame, but if you can't get Dame or you can't afford his number,
Right.
go get Van Vliet.
Well, they said today that they're not taking no more trade offers on Dame. That's what Portland said.
Yeah, until we see Thursday.
Until they get that, they want a good
That's what
pick.
that's what they put
they
out
got it
there.
right
I don't
now.
know if it's true.
Now,
All right,
That's a-
controversy.
that's a good
let's get to this next
Yo,
one.
I
Controversy.
ain't gonna lie.
Draymond
He
Green.
earned a lot of my respect this
Oh,
whole
now he earned
season.
yours?
He did. He did.
How? Talk to the camera.
Because look,
What's up?
look. Before the podcast, right? I thought he was a square, like cornball type dude that just like did.
Draymond?
Yeah, like he just seemed like the type of dude
What,
that
you
just
saw his
was, like,
outfits?
Not even that, bro. Like I like how he tagging Broad on Twitter now. He talking his shit, like and I ain't like the way they suspended him during the playoffs. So
You're 2023 free agent signing
I
forward
respect-
from
yo,
Saginaw,
respect
Michigan.
it.
If you get Draymond,
What's your favorite team?
The Lakers.
right now,
No. What is your personal favorite
my
team?
personal favorite
Yeah.
team right now is the Bucks.
If the Bucks wake up tomorrow and say, "Yo, we just signed Draymond Green to like,"
ecstatic.
you'll be happy.
I'm a stat, bro. He gonna fill in that position that PJ Tucker left, and that's why we lost. Cause he's gonna take that challenge of guarding Jimmy Butler. He not gonna hide behind the defense. Giannis was coming off injury. Middleton is not the defender that he used to be.
Nah, his knee is cooked.
Yeah, Draymond is gonna be that irritant. So
We need to
yeah,
talk
I'll be
about
excited.
Middleton, bro.
I'll be excited.
My only thing with that is that I do not like Draymond Green as a player.
Separate
All
your
right?
personal
Let me
feelings.
finish. I do not like Draymond as a player, but
Yeah.
I think my main issue with him is that, with him being on the Bucks would be that Giannis is already such a poor perimeter shooter that to double up with Giannis and Draymond,
The
is
offense goes
bad.
teeters down.
bad.
Yeah, your offense.
Defense.
Nah, your offense actually goes up.
But they can play
He's
small
a
ball. though. They
facilitator.
can play
Now
small
my question for
ball.
you: What do you think? What do you see Draymond doing?
No, he's going back to the Warriors. Like he
Think so? Like you think that's
Yes,
I think so.
Because I think he this is all posturing. He wants more money than they're offering, but he also knows that nobody is going to actually pay him what he wants because no other team is going to value the 8.7 assists and 6 rebounds that he gives.
Oh, LeBron.
So,
nah,
before y'all get into
Go
it,
ahead.
the number that he's declining is 27.6
27
M's,
M's.
which is
hefty.
I would took that for the year.
Nigga, that's how much we going to make in our lifetime combined.
You
Top
wildin'.
6.
You wildin'. You add a couple-
No, we get M's, we get M's, we get
Add a
M's.
couple- No, we get M's. We get more than 27 M's. So.
We are?
Yeah, no credit.
Yeah, no credit.
Look at Billy.
Yeah.
Billy.
Come on,
I'm
man.
gonna tell this guy.
Draymond staying in Golden State. I am not leaving the best shooter ever.
4 championships.
Son.
He gonna go somewhere and start from scratch.
Nah, that's you want to.
I seen it. That's a Detroit fit. That's a Detroit.
Yo, why they got my man's on BR looking like that,
That's a
bro?
Detroit fit.
Nah, he's staying in Golden State. Golden State gonna pay him his bread because he is like the heart.
And he declined. You said he declined 26.
27.6.
28.
He made 25.8 last year, but he declined to 27.6.
He won 30.
He wants 30.
He won 30.
Now, how long?
So, like,
how long do you sign Draymond? Do you sign like a 3-year deal?
2 year.
2-year deal.
I'm giving him
2
2 years, and his third year he could opt out.
Okay.
4 years, 4 years option.
2 years.
Yeah.
Second opt out. Like second year is a team
Except
option.
for I go 3.
You
I would
said
say no,
team
it's
option
second-
for the second year.
It's technically 3 because the 4th year.
You giving him a tryout, bro.
Huh?
You giving him a tryout.
No, like if I do a 2 year and the second year is a team option, if you do well the first year,
Bro, that's a tryout.
I'm gonna say if
bro.
that's the
but
case-
that's
if that's the
fine
case,
though.
if I was him, I would have picked up this 28 M's real quick for this year. I'm getting paid guaranteed 28 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like he's leaving.
No offense though, but I'm gonna
But
say
go
this:
where though?
if he stays,
Go
you know
in.
who's leaving.
Back to.
If he stays, you know who's leaving.
Clay.
Clay is gone if Draymond stays.
Nah.
If Draymond stays, Clay is out of there.
Nah.
You
They
don't have enough money to
Alright,
pass
so
around.
this is the question I got for y'all.
Get rid of Jordan
The
Poole.
question I got for y'all is, of those two, who's willing to take the pay cut? Who do you think would be willing to take the pay cut? You think Clay will take the pay cut,
Clay will have to take the pay.
or you think Draymond will?
Oh, not even that. This man is such the GOAT. He will restructure his contract to make sure his man's eat.
But look, bro, you already got
can
two.
only do
They
that
got
so
two
many
young
times.
pups that
That's-
ate all that money.
I think-
Wiggins and Poole, they got paid last summer. So that money that should have been going to Thompson and Draymond is gone.
I don't know. Can you restructure your contract in the NBA? I
Mm,
don't know.
Unless if they move off of Poole, which
I think somebody's getting moved.
They're not moving off of Poole, who's 26 or 24, and he's a great shooter.
but he didn't play well in the playoffs.
All right, but I got,
But true,
I got
everybody
Moses
gets
Moody,
lucky.
I got the Rollins kid, I got Baldwin, I got Kuminga. I just named you 4
Why would
young
you-
guys still
Well,
in
they
the
getting
roster.
rid of Kuminga as well.
But
Oh, yeah.
why would you
Okay.
get rid of Poole?
They just reported today.
Oh, you saying?
Somebody that's
Yeah.
on their second.
Mike Dunleavy said, nah.
I'll get rid of Poole.
I'm getting rid of Thompson, bro. I love you, Clay. You did well, but you're on your second. Like your knees don't even work.
He made the most threes. He made the most
Steph
threes in his
just
career
work.
this year.
I understand
Him and
as well,
Steph
but
just work, bro.
he's also a liability. I wouldn't keep him. I wouldn't sign him to a long-term contract. I'm gonna say, yo, I'll sign you to a 1 year, and if you don't take it, bye. Hit free agency.
You know who else is alive?
This dude's the worst GM.
Poole is also a liability,
Ducks
but
off the
Poole
backboard.
also doesn't have 2 major knee surgeries and is like pushing 30. I would not put no money in
So
it.
you're taking all right, so you're taking 2 knee surgeries, reconstructed, who just hit the most threes in his career this past season over a guy who was emotional, ego, shooting when he's not supposed to be shooting. And he's supposed to be giving it to the man, that light-skinned brother over there.
Not even that. Clay's
I
game.
forgot that we would still be
Clay's-
recorded too.
That's how you know we're in the zone. Clay's game will never change, bro.
Talk to the people.
Clay's game will never. All right, this is it, right?
He don't fuck with Clay.
No, because that
He
nigga's so
don't
corny.
like the Warriors. That's what it is.
No, it's not even that,
He
right?
likes that.
So my issue with keeping Clay is that right now the West is super young, right? The West is young and athletic, and you got to be able to keep. Yes, the teams that are going to run the Western Conference for the next 10 years are all. We're talking about the Nuggets. We're talking about the Grizzlies. Like we're talking about Sacramento. Like we're talking about younger teams.
Was it 2 years ago? Memphis.
But no, that's
Flame out.
no, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm just
Because
saying.
I'm talking
Well, I'm
about.
talking about now.
Cool.
Ja, where's
If we're talking about we're talking about 3 to 5 year projections,
Ja,
right?
no,
Because they say it takes about 3 years to evaluate a draft class, right? 3 or 4 years, right? I am saying that right now at 31, that's how old is Clay, right? 31, right? How
He's
old are you?
33.
33. You're 33.
Right.
With 2 major knee surgeries, and yes, your game will never change.
All I can do is shoot.
You will always be a shooter.
Draymond the same age.
But as everybody else is getting younger and more athletic, your